if you're experiencing menopause or know someone that is, you're likely familiar with some of the symptoms. Shucks, all of us are, right? One area that's not often talked about is what happens to our skin. Oof, yeah, we're all going, yes. Lucky for us, the doctor is in, and we aim to find out. Here to tell us how our hormones affect our skin is board-certified dermatologist and friend of the show, Dr. Doris Day. Hello.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
You guys have met?
Yes.
You met out in the hallway?
Yes. I've been to see Dr. Day.
And we've met at events.
Yes.
I love this. I love when the girlfriends all get together.
Of course, the best.
Okay, so can we talk about estrogen, right?
Yes.
Or the lack thereof? Why do the hormones like to target the moneymaker for so many of us?
Well, estrogen is present in almost every organ, including the skin, and it's so important for collagen production and for our youthful appearance. So once you hit perimenopause, which can be as early as in your mid-30s. So it's different for everybody, and there's no actual way that people know that they're in menopause, except that their periods are a little different, they start having hot flashes, but the symptoms are so non-specific that most people miss the signs. And it's hard for any one particular doctor to pick it out unless you're getting your estrogen tested all the time to know. So sometimes it could be shoulder aches or lethargy or hot flashes or skin changes. So the way I know that someone's in perimenopause is they say, one day my skin just fell apart. That's how I know their estrogen is declining. And then hormones are made in one part of your body, but they act somewhere else. And you need very little to have a very big effect. So you have receptors. Hormones bind to a receptor, and that's how they have their effect. You have the highest density of estrogen receptors, a specific type called estrogen receptor beta, in your face, scalp, and neck. Almost higher than anywhere else in your body. Your reproductive organs have a different type of estrogen receptor. So when we talk about topical estrogen, that will be very important. So as your estrogen goes down and your receptors go down, and then in areas like the summer when you're out getting sun, that also knocks out your estrogen receptors. So now you're going to end up with broken down collagen that can't repair as well. You're going to end up with crepey skin. You're going to have dryness of the skin, your skin microbiome changes. So all of that doesn't sound good, but there's a lot you can do.
Okay, Dr. Doris Day, give no bad news. Give us exactly. So it just occurred to me, she said estrogen affects every organ. Hi, the biggest organ in our body.
Yes.
That just hit me like a ton of bricks, holy smokes. So to that point, when do we start preparing?
Okay,
and can we prepare?
I always say you start at birth. Like once you're out, the clock is going, we gotta start. But it's different things at different ages, right? So as you're younger and in your reproductive years, it's really about sun protection. The more you can protect your collagen and your collagen producing cells, the better. When you hit perimenopause, you're going into a state of collagen preservation and fibroblasts, which is what makes collagen preservation, because they're not building as much. We're now trying to repair and maintain. So sun protection, especially in the summer, is your best friend. Protect your collagen. Then it comes down to adding peptides and exosomes and topicals and in-office treatments, all those things we do to help your skin look its best, stay firm, stay resilient, stay even in tone. So there's a lot you can do from the drugstore. You don't have to go and have expensive treatments, but in the drugstore you have retinols, which I like better than the prescription ones when you hit perimenopause.
And I think that you have a body cream or
a body retinol.
It's body retinol.
That it has peptides, it has a little bit of salicylic acid, which is a humectant, helps gently exfoliate, and it has a great hydrator. So it really helps with crepey skin.
Yes, that's what I need, because I actually noticed that it's all pretty good up until actually age 60. When I see somebody who's 59,
you're like,
I remember when I was 59, I was like, I'm youthful, I'm running and jumping around like a little spring chicken. And then in that 1 year, it seems like it all falls apart. But and this is real, isn't it?
It is real, but so much of it can be prevented if you start estrogen therapy, hormone therapy at the right time. And unfortunately, it's really a big problem with doctors. Only about, fewer than 10% of women who are good candidates.
It's like 4%.
Yeah. I was being generous.
Right, exactly.
I was trying to be all good news.
Right.
But so many women who would be great candidates for hormone therapy were taught to be afraid of it because of cancer
Sure.
risk. But estrogen's not a carcinogen. Estrogen doesn't cause cancer. And the studies are just misinterpreted. They're the wrong studies, wrongly interpreted, and women are sent down a bad path. And once you put that cancer word out there, you can't take it back.
Sure.
So my hope is that all of us as physicians will embrace the idea of helping to educate our women about the importance of hormone therapy at the right time, which can be as early as in your 40s, not after your post-menopause, but at perimenopause, when you start to have those symptoms, recognize the symptoms. I see it in the skin. I saw your skin is breaking out like it never has. Your hair is starting to thin. You're looking creepy.
And the list goes on and on. We need a whole hour special dedicated to this. But thankfully for physicians like you, human beings like you, conversations like this, we can change the paradigm and really and inform ourselves.
And it can be all good news.
All good
and
news.
Can we talk about some, but topical estrogens work quite well, and you can use them. I mean, I have a cream I use on my face, and then I have something that I use
down there.
Which is amazing.
Listen, we're going to have to follow Instagram.
Yes.
We're going to have to go live. Thank you so much, Dr. Day.
Thanks for having me.
If you want to learn more about all the things we're talking about, follow Dr. Doris Day on Instagram at Dr. Doris Day. Thank you so much.